Have you ever wondered how much your mindset impacts your daily life? It's a question worth pondering because the power of mindset is immense. It's the lens through which we view the world, shaping our thoughts, actions, and ultimately, our destinies. Imagine your mindset as the captain of a ship steering your life's voyage. A positive mindset charts a course towards growth and success, while a negative one may lead to uncharted waters, hindering our journey. Every day we are faced with a multitude of decisions. From trivial choices like what to have for breakfast, to life-altering ones, like moving to a new city or changing careers. The outcomes of these decisions are greatly influenced by our mindset. Positivity breeds resilience, determination, and creativity. It empowers us to overcome obstacles and seize opportunities, leading to personal development and success. So your mind, dear listener, is a powerful tool, and it's high time we learned how to wield it effectively. Did you know your brain is wired to learn from experiences and adapt accordingly? It's a fascinating concept known as neuroplasticity, the ability of the brain to change and reorganize itself throughout a person's life. It's like a river, constantly carving new pathways, changing its course based on the flow of water. In the case of the brain, this water is our thoughts. Think of your brain as a dense forest, filled with numerous interweaving paths. These paths represent neural pathways, the routes our thoughts take. When we think a thought, it's like we're taking a walk down one of these paths. The more we traverse a certain path, the more defined and well-trodden it becomes. It's easier to walk, and hence it's easier to think that thought. Now here's the fascinating part. When we consistently think a certain way, whether it be positive or negative, we're effectively training our brains to think in that pattern. This is why habits, good or bad, are so hard to break. Our brains have become so used to walking down certain paths that they've essentially become superhighways of thought. But what if we could redirect this traffic? What if we could create new paths, new thought patterns that are healthier, more positive, and more empowering? This is where the science of thought becomes truly transformative. By understanding how our brains work, we can consciously choose to forge new paths in our neural forest. We can decide to walk down a different path, a path that leads us to positivity, empowerment, and growth. It's not an overnight process, but with consistent effort, we can reprogram our brains. We can choose to focus on positive thoughts, reinforcing these new pathways until they become our brain's new superhighways. The brain's neuroplasticity allows us to shape our reality, to change our mindset, and ultimately, to change our lives. In essence, your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it in a specific way, the stronger it gets. Reprogramming your mind may sound complicated, but it's simpler than you think. It's a journey that begins with self-awareness, the cornerstone of all change. By becoming aware of your thoughts, you start to recognize the patterns and beliefs that may be holding you back. You begin to understand that you are not your thoughts, but rather the observer of your thoughts. And this realization gives you the power to change them. The next step in the process of reprogramming is the use of positive affirmations. These are empowering statements that you repeat to yourself, either silently or out loud. They work by replacing negative thought patterns with positive ones. For example, instead of saying, "I can't do this," you say, "I am capable and I am resilient." The key here is repetition. The more you repeat your affirmations, the more ingrained they become, slowly but surely reshaping your mindset. Visualization is another powerful tool in the reprogramming process. It involves picturing in your mind what you want to achieve or how you want to feel. This could be anything from picturing yourself running a marathon to imagining a calm and peaceful mind. The brain doesn't distinguish between real and imagined experiences, so by visualizing your goals, you are training your mind to believe they are possible. Finally, reprogramming your mind requires consistent practice. Just like learning a new skill or a language, it takes time and repetition. It's not a one-off event, but rather a continuous process. Some days will be easier than others, but the key is to keep going, even when it feels hard. Because the more you practice, the stronger your new thought patterns become, until they eventually become second nature. So there you have it. Reprogramming your mind is about self-awareness, positive affirmations, visualization, and consistent practice. It's about replacing negative thought patterns with positive ones and believing in your ability to change. It's a journey of empowerment, self-belief, and positive thinking. Remember, the journey of reprogramming starts with a single thought. So, how do we begin to cultivate positive thinking? Well, let's dive into some practical techniques that can help in fostering a positive mindset. First off, meditation. This age-old practice is a powerful tool that helps us quiet the mind and focus our thoughts. It provides a much-needed pause in our fast-paced lives, allowing us to reconnect with ourselves and our inner peace. When we meditate, we create a space for positive thoughts to bloom and negative thoughts to dissolve. Next, let's talk about mindfulness. It's all about living in the present moment. When we're mindful, we become fully engaged with what we're doing, and we start to notice the beauty and joy in everything around us. We stop worrying about the past or the future, and we start appreciating the here and now. And this appreciation, in turn, fosters positivity. Then there's gratitude journaling. It's as simple as writing down things you're thankful for each day. It could be a good cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, or the sound of birds singing outside your window. When we consciously acknowledge the good in our lives, we train our minds to focus on the positive, helping us to see the world in a brighter light. Lastly, surrounding yourself with positive influences. The company you keep can have a significant impact on your mindset. If you're around people who are upbeat and optimistic, their positivity is likely to rub off on you. So choose to spend time with those who uplift you and inspire you to be the best version of yourself. These techniques, meditation, mindfulness, gratitude journaling, and positive social circles, are not quick fixes. They require practice and patience. But remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. As you adopt these techniques, you'll notice a shift in your thoughts and consequently your life. So why not start today? Let's embark on this journey of positive thinking together. But what about the inevitable bumps on the road? Indeed, the journey of reprogramming your mind isn't always a smooth ride. There will be challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. But let's remember, these are not roadblocks, but stepping stones to growth and progress. One of the most common challenges people face during this process is resistance to change. You see, our minds are wired for safety and familiarity. Any shift from what's known and comfortable can seem daunting. But we must understand that change is the very essence of growth. So when resistance creeps in, remind yourself of why you embarked on this journey in the first place. Revisit your goals and aspirations, and let them fuel your determination. Another hurdle that often emerges is impatience. We live in a world of instant gratification, where we're used to quick results. But reprogramming your mind is not an overnight task. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It requires time, consistency, and patience. So, when impatience tries to sneak in, remember that the most profound transformations often take time. Then there's the challenge of negative self-talk. It's easy to slip into a pattern of self-criticism, especially when progress seems slow. But such self-defeating thoughts only hinder your progress. Instead, practice self-compassion. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear friend, with kindness and understanding. Lastly, there's no shame in seeking professional help if you're feeling stuck. Therapists, counselors, and coaches are trained to guide you through such processes. They can provide you with tools and strategies to navigate through the more challenging parts of your journey. In the grand scheme of things, these challenges are not barriers but catalysts, propelling you towards your desired transformation. They are opportunities for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. And with each hurdle overcome, you become a stronger, more empowered version of yourself. Challenges are part and parcel of growth. Embrace them and keep moving forward. The path to empowerment is not a sprint, but a marathon. Indeed, the journey towards personal growth and positive change requires dedication, patience, and resilience. As we've explored throughout this video, the power of your mindset, the science of thought, the process of reprogramming, techniques for positive thinking, and overcoming challenges are all critical steps on the road to empowerment. Each step is a building block, a foundation stone, that when combined, creates a fortress of positivity and strength within your mind. Remember, it's not about instantaneous transformation, but rather a consistent and enduring change. It's about fostering patience and resilience in the face of adversity. Consistency is key, as is the commitment to continue practicing these techniques even when progress seems slow. It's about understanding that each small step is a victory, each moment of resilience a triumph. Remember, the power to change your life lies within your mind. Start today and watch as your world transforms.